Hello everyone, it's Supreme Master Sabina from Maitreya Cosmology, and I am taught by Namo Exalting Emperor Maitreya Zhongshan. Emperor Maitreya Zhongshan is not only the founder of Maitreya Cosmology, he is the savior, Messiah in Western prophecy, and Maitreya is future Buddha in Eastern prophecy. The savior, Messiah, Emperor Maitreya Zhongshan is the future world's religious leader. And let's start with Maitreya Cosmology slogan first. 皇天无极，后土为证，龙颜凤地，化育如来。Okay, so recently I've been reading a book like that's America's 50 Real Ghost Stories in the 18th and 19th century. And as reading through the book, I noticed most of the paranormal activities and haunting houses took place in Ohio and New York. But in this book and the religion of spiritualism, it does not tell how to stop the hauntings and help ghosts to move on and leave the residents alone. So the term of spiritualism was not popular until the Fox sisters made the spiritualism sensational in the late 18th century, when the sisters claimed to hear spirits rapping on tables and on the walls their haunted house, and so the raps would respond to questions, and the sister developed codes to facilitate communication with the spirits and began to give public seances and demonstrations. So within a few years, the craze spread across America and Europe, and that's how spiritualist organizations were being established. So a seance is defined as a meeting of people attempting to communicate with the dead, and typically through a medium. And there's one particular medium called trance medium that caught my attention. So when a trance medium emerges from trance state, including loss of consciousness, insensitivity to pain, and fundamental changes in personality, behavior, and speech, that seems to be in stable possession. Okay, and there are many cultures have engaged in practices and rituals with the aim of communicating with the dead. And I grew up watching trance mediums perform communication with the spirits that they don't really know what they summon, because in the past I have encounters with ghost huntings and paranormal activities. So I went to several trance mediums for help. However, I ended up being one of the victims from their summoning, because the ghost hunting got worse on me until I came across the Third Eyes practice from Maitreya Cosmology Study Center founded in Taiwan. And so through the Third Eyes practice, I'm able to witness multiple dimensions of universe and discover how human and other species from different dimensions are actually implicated of each other. Okay, so from my third eyes, like not only that I can see what haunting me behind paranormal activities and ghost huntings, and but I'm able to fight against them and to handle them. Okay, so when the mediums summon spirits from spirit world, and ask to fulfill their wishes and desires, that actually put their souls at risk, because their souls will be in the same dimension as those whatever spirits that they summon, and there's a good chance that they will come across unwanted spirits like demons, and the consequence is like their souls will be stuck with the demons eternally in the depth to the service of spirits are given to them. Okay, so if you are a believer of spiritualism and parapsychology, it's recommended that to learn the Third Eyes practice from Maitreya Cosmology Study Centers, so that way that you have the power to fight against and to protect your soul from those demons. Okay, and I want to share my hunting stories when I traveled to New York back in 2018, and I stayed at a 5-star residency hotel for 3 weeks. I was on a business trip. Okay, so in my first night at the hotel, as soon as I fell asleep, and my third eyes saw through my third eyes I saw there was a witch who dressed in an ancient wizard robe and sat in front of me on my bed, and then she has all these color inks painting over her face and her neck, and she raised her arm and reached for my neck, and so I was like, no. I leaned back and I shouted at her and told her, don't touch me, and then I awoke by it. And so in my second night, I was pretty jet lagged, and so I fell asleep on the sofa. And what interesting was, I didn't know that I fell asleep. It was kind of like an out of body experience. So like my body was in the sleep, but my soul was fully aware of surroundings in cross dimensions between the hotel and the spirit world. So when I mention cross dimensions, that means that through my human eyes that I can see this is the hotel, right? But from my third eyes perspective, it's not the hotel that I see through my third eyes. It's actually a different dimension, different realm. Okay, so I was hiding next to the bathroom, and because there were 2 intruders broke into my hotel, 1 male and 1 female, and they are not humans, and because they have this large triangle head, and also they have the similar color inks painting on their faces and their necks, same as the witch that I saw the first night. So I was observing their looks, and then it seems like they were looking for something, like looking for me, or probably looking for me. And then so I bear their looks in mind, and so that way that I can recall later on when I use my third eyes to trace and then hunt them down. Okay, so because my job requires me to travel every month, so I'm constantly staying in different hotels, and at each hotel that I stay in, I always witness and experience different types of specters from multiple dimensions, and this is not something that our science cannot comprehend, and only through the third eyes practice from Maitreya Cosmology Study Center, it can uncover the mysteries behind universe. And most importantly for me is that I don't need to worry about where I go, where I travel, because now that I have the ability to fight against these evil spirits and protect my soul. Okay, and I will continue to share the third eyes discovery with you. And so if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a message. Okay, and then make sure to subscribe my YouTube channel so you don't miss any videos. Alright, okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.